this is Megan with Little Gray Squirrel, and today we are talking about power cords and USB cables for your Silhouette machines. What do you do if you need to replace the power cord or the USB cable for your Silhouette Cameo? I've seen people ask if the power cords are interchangeable between the Silhouette machines, and yes, they are. So I've had all of the 12-inch Cameos from the original to the 5. I have the Portrait 3, and I have the Cameo 4 Pro. So these are all my cables except for one that I have plugged in now here and one that I have plugged in at work. If you have multiple machines like I do that you don't use at the same time and you don't want a cable plugged in for each one, then you can use just one power cord and USB cable for any of the Silhouette machines. So if you lost or damaged your cord, I will put some links in the description if you need to replace yours, but this is what you are looking for. The input is 100 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, 1 amp, and the output is 24 volts, 1.25 amps or 1250 milliamps, 30 watts, and center positive polarity with a 5.5 millimeter outer diameter and a 2.5 millimeter inner diameter. There's some adapters and they have a 2.1 millimeter inside that match the rest of the specifications, but you need 5.5 outer and 2.5 inner. If you come across a cable and it has one of these on it, this is called a ferrite clamp, or also a ferrite bead or ferrite choke. It is there to prevent it from acting as a transmitting or receiving antenna and helps reduce wireless interference from other devices such as printers. So that can come in handy with the Silhouette machines that have the Bluetooth capability. However, it's not necessary. I think this one came with my Cameo 3, which was the first one to have Bluetooth, but none of the other ones, the more recent ones, have it. So if the cord that you buy has one, that's okay, but it's not necessary. I do recommend when buying electronics, getting one that is UL listed, so you know that it was tested by the Underwriter Laboratories and not just the company that manufactures the item themselves. So you'll see the Underwriter Laboratories logo on there. And then now for the USB cable. So the Silhouette Cameo 5 did not come with a USB cable because it is the first Silhouette machine to be used completely via Bluetooth, including the firmware updates. The Cameo 5 does still have a USB port, so you're welcome to use a USB cable if you prefer. All of the Cameos since the 3 and the Portraits since the 2 have had Bluetooth capabilities, but the machines up until the 5 have had to have the machine connected to your computer in order to do firmware updates. Firmware updates don't happen often, but when there is one, it is necessary to do it. So also, some people like myself prefer to have the machine connected by USB to send designs to the Silhouette machine. So if you need to replace your USB cable, the USB cable for the Silhouette machine is a USB 2.0 with a USB-A male, which is this flat one, to a USB-B male, which is this kind of square one that has the angled corners. It's also sometimes called a printer cable. So the one that comes with the machine is about 5 feet 3 inches long. There are longer ones available, which can be handy, but I don't recommend going with one that is much shorter because it dictates how far your computer would be from your machine. I've also included some links to adapters if you have a Mac that has a USB-C male to a USB-A female adapter to use with your Silhouette cables. I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know, and I hope to see you in the next video.